Oh, we did it. Oh, this fight. I hate this fight so much. I hate this fight. Worst fight in the game.
Too much clutter.
Wait, where's my voice tone? Well, how come I didn't get a voice tone? Oh. Whoo, girl, you better stop it. Ooh, girl, you better stop that.
You will long for
non-existence. I have seen beyond. Be silent. Everlasting fire. Die.
meaning.
Is an illusion. This world is doomed. Be silent. Everlasting fire. Die.
You will long for
Non-existence. Beyond, there is only horror. Be silent.
When I'm
Everlasting fire.
I felt something.
Take this. A cascade of pain. Ah. Stand still. A cascade of pain. Ah.
Caretaker, to me.
We did it. We got terrible
You
loot.
forced an
Oh my
intervention,
god, that's
Nomad.
atrociously
You
bad.
have proved your might. You have proved your ignorance.
The toy refuses. The toy causes...
Life is too precious to waste on you. This world is not yours. Almost there.
I need more mana.
For victory!
And there you go. E16.5. Easy peasy. Kind of a light 16.5, honestly. But 16.5 nonetheless. Look at how fast we are. It's just so silly. It's just so silly, this build. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, boys. Let's look at the gear. Let's go over the links first. We have automation, steel skin, and more duration. We have lightning, chaos, flame, and stone. Obviously, chaos, very, very big for the multi and the chaos res. As you can see, we're pretty much capped out and above on all of our reses. Lightning Golem, especially important for a snappy shield charge, as well as the mana regen, because our mana is like uber tight at 70. From the way I've been playing, it's a non-issue. So I wouldn't worry too much about it. We are level 95. Our vitality is level 18. I don't know if I'm going to level it up past that, because 70 seems to be kind of a nice little sweet spot. And then we have, this is an Ignite build, okay? We're not abusing Heralds. We have a single Herald. We don't have a Bloodline. And our Ascendancy is not taking Heralds, right? So this is a very traditional Ignite build. And I don't know, you guys watched all the footage before. The POB, I don't believe is calculating shield chatter correctly. And we're at like 800, 900K Ignite DPS, give or take. You know, depending on if, you know, I'm assuming that Convergence would be up, right, for like Guardian Pinnacle damage. I don't think that's right, personally. That's just me. I don't think it's right. I know it might be somewhat inflated by the mastery because we do attack so fast. We are on a regular basis hitting this 3x as extra damage of a random element, and that helps to get that really just actual knockout punch Ignite on any target that we are fighting, because shield chatter attack or procs every time we block, and every time we attack we count as blocking, and we're attacking at 4.41, upwards of 5.99 with momentum. I mean, we're proccing shield chatter like a lot, right? So that mastery becomes quite valuable for a single point, you know, just in terms of raw damage, right? So in here we got Unbound, Deadly Ailments, and Swift Affliction. These things are doing the heavy hitting, right? So I recommend you just level these up. I bought these because I was lazy. So far, what I have invested, minus buying these, I have, I would say, 12 to 13 div invested in the build. So not that much. And it's going to be a little bit more. These gloves came from the tree, so I didn't really have to buy anything. But like we got 2 div here, 1 div, 1 div. We got 3 div here, and another 2 div right here. So you know it's not really all that bad. All of our flasks we rolled ourselves. This was 35 chaos, so you know, a fairly cheap build for what it's actually shown to be capable of. Definitely pinnacle ready, though it is not the fastest DPS. However, it is more than capable. Now, in our gloves, we have Frost Blink and Malevolence with Arcanist Brand and Flame Surge. This is a 3-button build. We do cast this on bosses, and we do use Frost Blink for certain situations that we may not need. And then we have Herald of Purity, Herald of Ash. Excuse me, I'm sorry. 2 Heralds. Not abusing Heralds, by the way. We're not abusing Heralds. Like all the other bells that are using this shield chatter, right? I wanted a like pure OG Ignite, right? Even though I'm pretty sure the POB is not calculating it correctly. But whatever. Yeah, so Purity, Ash, Vitality, level 18. We're pretty tight on mana. I'm gonna leave this at 18. And Grace. All of our pieces, we're trying to max out our spell suppression as much as we can. We'll go over that in the passive tree. And then, yeah, our actual main links is like a full 6-link shield charge kind of support setup, right? So shield charge, combustion, thanks to Herald of Ash and the Ascendancy, we're always igniting. Therefore, we always get the negative 10%. It's huge. And then we have faster attacks for more procs because it's tied to how fast we attack. So that's super nice. Momentum, same thought process, right? And then we have Hex Touch with Flammability. You're more than welcome to throw this in with one of these links right here. Move Malevolence here, and it'll just be a 5-link. I prefer to just have it be Hex Touched. You know, it's set it and forget it. You know, really simple. Not uber costly on the mana. Thankfully for, you know, we have the Lightning Golem, which really solves every issue you could possibly imagine with mana. This is single-handedly the greatest golem of all of them. Lightning Golem is just goated. Like, end of story, stop the press. It's the best. And so that's our shield charge setup. Now, let's look at the passive. Just scaling the outer edge. By the way, this is like, I wanted this to be like a relatively cost-effective build, right? So you level these up, you're going to save yourself a ton of money. So the lay user who's not lazy like me and is actually a hard worker, you know, you're looking at 10 div and you're starting to cook. And this gear is more than achievable on a, I would say, 10 to 15 div budget, right? Especially late in the league. You know, obviously this is not the best belt. Ideally, you'd want a Stygian Vive, but those are like for a comparable statted belt. We're talking like 8 to 10 div, and that's with like honestly like a lesser max life roll. So I just picked this up because I desperately needed a new belt, and eventually I'll end up getting a Stygian Vive. And then we'll do like a real hardcore hypnotic, you know, flat to spell jewel. That's really going to help to scale the damage even further. So yeah, and part of the reason, you know, like all these other shield shatter builds I saw, they were all abusing ignite. They were all clusters, you know, absolutely to the nines, gig it out of their mind. It sometimes it's nice to make a build that is cost effective for the average user, and then they can still just absolutely blast maps, mindlessly just getting drops. So it's just a single cluster right here, single medium cluster to get smoking remains, and all these they're just power nodes, right? Damage with elements, damage faster, just a straight up 35% increased fire. And then a really nice Watcher's Eye that makes us enfeeble immune, and we get some malevolence buff, right? So it's just a really nice. I think this was like a div. It really wasn't very expensive. And so yeah, we just come down here. We're just getting some more damage nodes here. some life, resolute technique. We played around with the idea of trying to get accuracy so that we didn't have to come all the way over here. But frankly, it's just not very viable. You need so much accuracy, and that can be somewhat solved by dropping momentum and getting the accuracy support. But I just kind of like the idea of getting resolute technique. You're one and done. You're gonna come over here and get divine judgment anyways, and so spending a few points just to guarantee that you never miss again, it seems like a small price to pay for quality of life, in my opinion. We got all the fire node stuff here. Got our golem, of course. Got a nice little damage multi. Inflict faster. We got our spell suppression wheel with lucky. Very important. This is a huge node right here. -5 when an enemy is ignited. Snowforged is absolutely goated. It is an incredible wheel. And then we come down here and we get Force Shaper. We get to scale our attack speed and fizz even more. And Blood Drinker really, really, truly carries this build in maps. It helps us sustain. We're taking 1, 2, and then finally 3 mana reservation cluster or wheels. Very important. And then a nice little Revenge of the Hunted with a 15% mastery for spell suppression. That puts our spell suppression at 83% lucky. I believe it needs to be 87. So we're not quite there, but I'm sure there is some tomfoolery that we could do to help us get to that point. We do have 5 extra levels, mind you. So it's not out of the question that we come down here and get some of this stuff as well. Right? I mean, we have 1, 2, 3, that's 4 points. We could give up this for lose a little bit of damage, get 5 points. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then suddenly, we're probably spell suppression capped. So that might be something that we need to do. But for right now, I think I'm just going to leave it the way it is. And so, yeah, that's our tree. We are running Legion of the Primordial, Shaper of Flames, Mastermind of Discord, and Heart of Destruction. Honestly, Heart of Destruction, yes, it's beautiful. But you could certainly maybe go Shaper of Storms and have it be overall more consistent damage. It's something that I would need to POB. I really like having that like massive AoE that we get when we don't have convergence. It is quite nice for mapping, to be honest. But this one is really the only one that's a bit negotiable. These 3, however, non-negotiable, especially Mastermind of Discord. Non-negotiable. You have to have it, especially paired with your automatic inflict fire, which we're doing constantly. And we have the Ignite Prolif on the gloves because we are using the Foulborn Barracks Respite, which gives us our amazing Explode, and it is beautiful. It's art. It's cinema. It's everything that I wanted this build to be and more. So yeah, that's the build in its entirety. Less than 20 div, and we just cook whatever we run into. It's great. Phenomenal. I'm going to be playing with this until I get some more money. I just did like a 3.5 mil shipment full of plants and dust and got absolutely dogged on it. God, just ran through. Not a single thingamajig. Also did 35K of lavish womb gifts. It's just absolute garbage from the lavish gifts. Nothing from the tree. It was so depressing after farming up 35K blood. Oh, man. Oh, I guess we should also talk about our graphs, right? If you end up wanting to play this build. We have Call of the Pyre. This is giving us our Ash. It cover enemies on Ash. So those are little fire pillars you see when I'm attacking. Non-negotiable. It is Biss. Extraordinarily good in this build. And yeah, it's just a nice little graph. And for a little bit of extra tankiness, we opted for the Heart of Flame guard skill. This is another really good one. Gives us a bit of armor, a bit of strength. And yeah, we're just on our merry way. So this one, you feel free to change this out to whatever you feel more comfortable with. Or if you want to try some new things, or you want something that's going to like shock something, it might be a better thing. I just like having 2 guard skills. And apparently these stack. This one and Steel Skin, apparently they stack. But I may be incorrect, and if I am, don't be afraid to tell me. Because I also would like to know if I'm correct. That's how we help each other. I'm doing a thumbs up right now, because we're a community. Okay, that's it. That's the build. I hope you guys like the showcase. I hope you guys like the build breakdown. And honestly, this build on paper is not very tanky. But in maps, I feel extremely tanky. Yeah, it's just the fact that we can just move around like this, willy-nilly, just constantly move and dive. Yeah, you just you feel almost invulnerable. It's really, really, really amazing. So anyways, I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, do me a favor, like, subscribe, share. Definitely share the video. This is a cool ass build. All right, I want this to be build of the week, okay? I want this to be build of the week. I want to get some kind of recognition because this build is sick. So do me a favor, like, subscribe, share, comment, tell me how your day is going. And I hope you guys have a wonderful Thanksgiving. And I do thank you guys for being here. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Oh, also, I'm just going to stop right here. For those that are wondering, does astral projection work with a Nova shield shatter skill? No, it does not. I'm just warning you now. Don't waste your money. Okay, that's it. Love you guys. Y'all be good. Take care of yourselves, and God bless.